Welcome, Power Learners! Today, we're going to extinguish a flame without blowing on it. Of course, make sure you have an adult with you at all times while doing this experiment. We're going to be handling a flame, so you definitely want a parent with you to light the candle and to watch you do the experiment. So now, let's begin.
For this experiment, you need a lit candle and two sizes of like a cup, two sizes of cups. The cup should be like glass or something like that. Try not to use something that could be easily lit by a fire. So the first thing we're going to do is take our smaller cup and turn it over to cover the candle. Then watch what happens. As you can see, the flame extinguishes. So now we're going to relight the candle and do the same thing with the bigger cup. So now take your bigger cup and turn it over the candle. Watch and see if you can see any changes in the amount of time it takes for the candle to extinguish.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is how a candle burns. So oxygen and candle wax create a chemical reaction, and this creates fire. So a chemical reaction is when two or more substances interact and the substance changes. In a chemical reaction, there are reactants and products. Reactants are what are put into the reaction, and products are what are made as a result of the chemical reaction. The reactants in this experiment are oxygen and candle wax, because both of them interact together to create the products, which is water vapor, carbon dioxide, and heat and light. So heat and light is basically what the fire is. So that's how the fire is created, and then some other products that we don't really see is water vapor and carbon dioxide. So now we're going to talk about why covering the candle extinguished it. So think about what I said about the chemical reaction and make a guess about what will happen. Make an educated guess. So pause the video now and write down why you think this happens. And then we're going to talk about it. So the reason is that when the candle is covered, no oxygen is able to get inside the jar. So the chemical reaction cannot occur and the flame dies out. Now we're going to talk about why changing the size of the glass affected the results. First, think about how a candle burns and how covering it extinguishes it. Now make an educated guess on why changing the size of the glass affects it. Again, write down your answer, and then we're going to talk about why it happens. So the reason is that if you put a bigger glass over the candle, there's more oxygen for the flame to use up. So it takes a longer time for it to extinguish.